Hey everyone, it's Tiffany from Let's Get Scrappy. We are going to go ahead and make this little cutie patootie mini gift card mini album. So what you're going to need is one 12 by 12 piece of paper, piece of cardstock. If you don't have the 12 by 12, you could use 8.5 by 11. You just got to change up your measurements a little bit for some of the folding and the flaps, but you could get by with it. But for what this project is, we're doing a 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock. So let me get out my scoreboard, and I will link the walkthrough of this one here if you do want to see that. Let me raise up my camera just a little bit. Okay, there we go. So we'll have that. Let me switch these ones out. Okay, so what you are going to need, this is for the cover. This is it for the outside of the album. There's no chipboard in this. This is cardstock. You will need one piece that is 5 by 12 with the 12 across the top. We're going to just come in and score at 2.5, 5.5, 6.5, 9.5, and that's it. And then we will turn, and with the 5, you're just going to do a 1/2 inch on each side. So you could do a 1/2 inch here, and then at the 4.5, or you could turn it and do it like this if you like doing yours like that. So that is the cover. And then for the pocket pages, this is one of two. We're going to attach one more piece to this. So it is 4, and I did mine a little less than 4 inches just because the album, once you fold this up, it's exactly 4. So I just did a smidgen less than 4. So 4 by 12, and put that in there, and you're going to score at 1.5, 3.5, 5.5, and then our little gusset is 5 3/4, then 7 3/4, 9 3/4, a little gusset at 10, and then we're going to get our last little piece. We just needed our paper a little bit longer. Is going to be, let me put this up there so you guys can see. 3, so 3 inches, a little bit less than 4, and then just score at 2. So you're just going to score like that, and we're going to eventually be attaching it to this. So for right now, let's do the cover. Okay, so you are going to need to miter all these lovely little corners. So I'll do one side so I don't have to keep flipping it. Okay, and then come in here and just take a little pipe piece. And when you fold this up, just a tip, you want to make sure it folds nicely. And if it doesn't, just take off a little bit more. And then a 1/2 a pie piece right here. But this one I like to do just straight and on the inside of your score line. Like that. You can do it at the angle. I don't know, for some reason I like this better. When you're putting the hinge or the pages on. Like that. And we'll still dry fit and make sure we don't need to take off anymore. Because it is hard for me to see with this glare. Okay, then take that one off. I'll come back and do all these pie pieces. And what we're doing is just kind of folding this over to reinforce our cardstock. So you don't even technically have to even have this 1/2 inch on each side. I'm just doing it so it's a little bit sturdy, you know, for the wear and tear, but you don't have to. Ooh, kind of made that chunky style. And once we fold it over, you could check if there's anything that you want to trim off. Like I can tell that one I'm probably going to trim again, because I don't want it to be by the corner, because we're going to attach our pages just all one sheet. So, okay, now we're going to come in and just fold these over. Let's get a good crease on these. And I'm using, this is Country Craft Creations. It's Artisan lunch bag or lunch sack color. So it's not the craft, even though it kind of looks like, but it's basically like paper bag, like a lunch bag. But this one feels a little thicker than the 87. And then I have a black one that I'm going to do as well. And once I have the projects done, the other ones, I'll share those with you guys too, just for some inspiration. Oh, I know, camera. Okay, so I want to take out these little nubbins. Just come in here, take that off. Okay, that feels good. I'm just trying to see in this light. I'm going to take off just a little bit more of this here. And again, you could do this at an angle. I just, for how the pages go on, I don't like seeing all that, like extra or weird angly bulk. Okay, so we're good there. I mean, we'll soon find out when we go to fold. Okay, so now just gonna open it up, and then we're gonna come in and fold these down. Fold them down. And if you have a thick cardstock, like 100-pound cardstock, you might want to just kind of score them like on both sides and then fold them back and forth just to loosen up those fibers a little bit. But again, you don't have to. So now we're going to glue this down. Let me just make sure first. I want to make sure everything folds good. Yes. Let me make sure that will go down. Yes. That is good. I feel like this one is a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, and this one too. I mean, just like a hair. I just, around those score lines, I don't like it to be really bulky. Because if it is, it won't fold nicely. So like right there. Like I said, you'll be able to fill it. Just like always, 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 always drop it. Okay. I'm going to take off that little nubby. Can't see what I'm doing. My finger's in the way. Okay, so now we can glue. And I just like to come in and do the spine first. I don't know why. You can score tape these down or glue them. Ugh, I'm trying not to do it when I'm shaking the camera, but that's not working very well. Because it is a shaking. Okay, so keep going. And just close these up. Just gotta, if you're using glue, you gotta wait a second for it to connect. And it's just better if you're able to do it on the table. Go figure. Okay, shaky, shaky time. I just want to make sure I have a really good burnish. Okay, now the other side, and this is our cover. And again, these kids probably aren't even gonna keep these, so don't don't be Tiffany. Just go for it. Like, it doesn't even matter if these stick, because most of these kids will probably just throw them away. When I say kids, I think I mentioned this in the last video, I can't remember, but they are in their 20s. My niece is 12. And I've had her, well, it's a little different now that she's older, but when she was little, I had her every single weekend since she was 2 weeks old. So she's basically like one of mine. She's my weekend child. And I still pick her up every week. But they're, it's not like they're going to love this. It's just for me to have something cute and different and them not to know what is in their stocking, even though they know stockings are the grand prize in my house. It's the fun stuff. Okay, so there is our cover. That is all it is. Now we're going to do our pages. And this will be a little interesting. Let me get my little trimmer. I'm going to get my mini. Okay, so we have ours already scored. Now we are going to come in and fold. You can fold this one if you want to. I like to just wait because that's going to be our wing to glue down. So I just went to the second score line, folded that. Now I'm going to come in. You can use glue on this. I'm going to use a tape on the bottom just so it's an even, what do you call it? Just that it's even. Where is my little tape thing? I know I brought it over with me. Now I can't find it. And when I say, there it is. When I say even, for when you put the cards down in the pocket, they will all rest at the same spot. But you could do glue, because I did it with the first one. Okay, so like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing. So this is not in the actual little 1/4 inch gusset. It's on the other side. A little boop. And then I'm going to, what am I going to do on that one? I'm not going to do it on that one. I will do it on this one here. At least I think so. We'll see. And just watch the video through first. You'll see what I'm doing. It'll make sense in a second. Okay. So my pokey tool. And just add glue, hope you guys can see, to just a little bead of glue. This one wants to blow bubbles. That's it, just a little bead of glue. Okay, now fold that. Burnish. I just think this turned out so cute. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, now you could fold this one back. And again, come in and burnish. Just make sure you're lined up. Now fold this one all the way back. I'm trying to make sure I'm somewhat straight before I crease it down. So that is going to be our first pocket, and I'll show you how. We're going to just cut off a little sliver. So you could do that now and do it on each one, but I'm going to show you in case you're like, oh shoot, I forgot to cut. We'll just do it all together. So I'll show you. Okay, now do the same thing. Take this off. Add your bead of glue to the sides. Boop. Boopy doop. Fold it over in the middle. Put my glue like really close to the edge. Usually you do not want to do that. Okay. So now you have that one, and you're just going to open this up. Make sure, yep. Fold that back and fold this one all the way back. So now it's looking like this. So we have 2 little pages. Now this is going to be our third. Like so. Add your glue to this one. And where are we going? Right there. Okay, so all I'm doing is bringing these together. And before I push it all the way down, I'm just making sure, oops, lined up as much as possible. Yep, now burnish. Okay. Just want to make sure it's good together before I undo it. Okay, so now you're just going to come in and got that. And then flip that back. This is it. This is the book. This is it. Now, you're gonna be like, why is this lopsided? Because I was, again, lazy. I didn't want to cut into another 12 by 12 piece of paper. In the strip we had left after cutting this piece, and then the larger piece was 3 by 12. When it really should be, if you want it to be 1.5. Yeah, so this is 1.5, and this is 1. Yeah, so 2 plus 1 was 3, so we were missing 1/2 inch. I didn't want to have to go cut into a 12 by 12, and I doubt you do either. You could trim this off if that bugs you, but these are getting covered. So I was just like, shoot, this is a one-page wonder. Why go get more? Now you also can find scraps in your scrap bags and do this too. So you could do where the cover is one color, the pages are a different color, so have fun with it. I do come in and just kind of miter mine. I leave about 1/4 inch and then I miter it, and I'm just eyeballing. I mean, the first one I did, I don't even know if I did on this one. Might have been on my, I can't tell. Oh yeah, this one I left straight. But I just, you know, when you're creating stuff, you just want to keep trying some different things to see what you like the best. Now, we are going to glue this in. I'm going to glue it in. I just put glue on, not here, on the spine. Can't even think what I'm doing. But just kind of look for a second, make sure it isn't taller than your book, because that can happen. I gotta try to move these lights because I can't see nothing. Okay. You can use your mats and have like the center. We know this is 1 inch. Let's do it here. So this is 1 inch. You can have your center be there, or it might be better to do it there so you know the black line is where you want to line up this thing. But before we do that, we gotta open these little pockets up. So get out your trimmer and you're just taking a sliver, a little sliver off of the top. Now, trying to see here. Okay, and you're going to take it off all of them, even the one that you glued together that is open. Just take off a smidgen just to get it open. Sorry. So open, smidgen. You could do this with your scissors too. I know, camera shaking. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Until I can unbury the desk that I was filming on last year, that was in my daughter's room, we're stuck with this for now. Okay, so we took off a sliver. Just want to make sure they're somewhat even. If they're a little bit off, that's fine, but it can't be a lot off. Okay, yeah, it's good enough. Okay, so we can put this away. I really hope, am I filming? I didn't even double check. That would not be good. Not good at all. Okay, now the other thing, and normally, because I've made this 3 times now. I think I made this 3 times now. I actually did my measuring for my notches before I glued it all together, but the first one I did not, so you just go with it. And where's the pencil? I really do try to prepare and bring everything over. Somehow, I just always forget it all. So I just come in with my Tim Holtz ruler, but you can eyeball it, you could punch and then do whatever. And again, you don't have to do the thumb hole punch if you don't want to, but I'm doing that and I want to do it. I have to use my mat. I want to do it like at 3/8 of an inch. So I am literally just... Stop moving. Okay, stop it. Can you guys hear the rain out there? It is crazy. So what I'm marking, first I'm getting my center, kind of, sort of. That was not my center. Here, I need to move my paper instead of my ruler. Okay, so I'm getting my center, but I'm also gonna measure. If I can get this to stop moving, that'd be great. This works much better when you're not doing a tutorial. Okay, so I just draw kind of a line, like a little T, so I can do my circle punch, and I'm going to show you a couple different ways so you can do it. Now, I'm taking my 1 inch and I'm punching, but then I will punch with my 1 1/4 inch hole punch the decorative paper. But what you also could do is punch your decorative paper first, glue it down, then come in and punch the matting if you want to do that. But just basically, I don't know, can you guys see my little T? So I just kind of come to the T, I eyeball the center, it's never even. You're gonna have gift cards in there anyways, so it won't matter that much. But I did already cut my, I just noticed I already cut my paper and punched holes off of another one that I built. Is that gonna work? Works good enough. Okay. Whew. Goodness gracious. So you could either measure each, or you can come in and say, okay, I'm gonna do, oops, like this. There's all different, whatever works for you. I'm just giving you guys like different ways to do this. It's totally up to you. So I'm just bringing it forward, making sure I'm lined up. I've done where I've done like a clothespin to hold it close while I'm doing that. But like I said, this is just a little gift that not everyone would appreciate. I'm listening because I can hear somebody walking around. I'm trying to figure out who it is. Because as usual, it's late. Okay, so we have that, and let's make sure they're all open. Open sesame. Can't do opens. And opens. There we go. So now we will come in, and like I said, I'm going to use the black line. And I am going to add the glue to my spine only. This is just what I like to do. You could do it to the whole thing. I'm just doing this. Don't try to understand my crazy. Just go with it. Okay, that's like not enough glue. Okay, so we have that on there. We have our center. So I'm going to come in and use this as my guide. It's so hard to do on camera. But can you guys even see my in frame? I don't even know if I'm in frame. Okay, glue down. And now again, because it's glue, you have to kind of wait for it to set. This is why I like score tape plus glue. And need to make sure, well, even if you're off, you could trim it a little bit. So I think I might be. Let's try to burnish this down, both sides. Burnish. Yeah, I am off a little bit. I could see I have a lot of room up here. So I'm just going to flip it. Oh, no, it's good. Okay, and now, so we have that. I am just going to come in and add some glue. And like I said, I just like doing it like this. And I don't want it on that pin or the score line. I find it better when it's not on that. And I could see that my glue hasn't set up yet. So I probably shouldn't have lifted that yet. But you guys get the gist. It'll still work, and like I said, they'll probably throw it in the garbage. They better do it when I'm not, well, I don't even want them doing it when I'm not looking, because I'll see it in the garbage. Not that I think my children are that rude. But like my son, definitely, yeah, he's not going to care about it. Unless I made it some Spider-Man, he might still like it. I swear, that boy in Spider-Man. Okay, let's try the other side without totally lifting it up. Can you guys see? I'm just coming in here, just adding some glue on the other side of that score line, and then to the paper, the wing. Let's call these our little wings. Boop. And it's okay if glue seeps out, because that just means it's coming out all the way to the edge and gonna have a good seal. Hopefully. That's the plan. Okay, so then what I do, just to help with the folding, is I come in and I do one side. I mean, again, I'd wait a little bit, not as going as fast as I'm going, but just come in and re-score, because you have that hinge piece over it. Rescore. And you don't, I didn't do that with this, but I just feel like it helps with, you know, the possibility of any cracking or anything like that. But you never know. Sometimes it's the paper, sometimes it's if you put score tape over the seam, all kinds of things. Okay, so, and I still want to come in, let's burnish these a little bit. Just kind of work them back and forth. There we go. Okay, now you can come in and just give this a little bend. Work it on that seam. Make sure you're lined up at the same time. And it's okay that it's thick, because it should be. And it doesn't have to be totally crisp. It could just be a nice curved edge. But for the most part, it's pretty good. So again, coming in, making sure we are straight. Just kind of molding that into place. And wiggle, 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 wiggle. And here we go. So this is the project. So I'm going to show you guys. I'll just do a little bit of decorating with you. I did, like I said, I did use magnets, so let me grab some of my magnets and my other score tape. Let's see here. Let's see if I have enough. Okay. So I did cut some of my cardstock already of what I want to use on this one. So if you guys want to stay along and watch, you can, or you can just get started on yours. But I will show how to do the pockets. So I am matting, of course, because your girl has issues. I like to seal up the sides and then come in and do the middle. And I'm going to do here, but I want to put my bow on first. Not my bow, but my ribbon. Of just eyeballing kind of a center. That was not centered very well. And I will tape it down as well. So I just take like an inch of ribbon. It could be scrap ribbon, whatever. Then I just loop it over, glue it together. And I did have these already pieced together, so that's why I have like my temporary glue tape on there. I love using foil cardstock during the holidays. So we're just going to put this down because we're going to add our magnets here. I like this red because it has kind of a crackle going throughout it. I don't know if it always has and I just never noticed it before, or if I grabbed a stack that was crackled. But I like it. Okay, now let's do, oops, of course I just dropped my magnets. We're going to get ours going here. So I'm going to put it on my flap first, because that's the smaller piece. Just right there in the middle. You can put glue on it. Like I said, this is a quickie project. It doesn't need it. Glue, not glue, but tape. That's what I was trying to say. Tape. I'm just going to stick this in between. Where's the paper I'm going to use for this? I'm going to stick this in between for a second so that I can seal this up where I want it and it won't pull off. There we go. Now I'm going to stick all these babies down, and I did double inking again because I never can make up my mind, so I go, well, let's just do both. So I inked with the Tim Holtz Distress Ink, the vintage photo, and I think I did, oh no, I did a different one. What was the other one? Sepia? Not sepia, potting soil, archival ink. See, you guys, I just be making up my own stuff. So putting this on there, trying to stay away from the magnet. And with the foil paper, you do get like glue if you get it too close to the edge, but it usually will wipe off good. But again, I don't care on this. I do not care. I'm not going to embellish, you know, this one, but I'll show you guys. I'll come back with another video of this one embellished, as well as the other one I'm going to do that's going to be in the black cardstock. So you'll be able to see 3 versions. This paper I'm using is, what is it? Memory? I don't even remember. See, I'm just crafting, forgetting stuff. It's a new brand for me. It was like Memory Lane? I don't even know. Don't know. I like to come in with the edge of my score because it gets most of the glue off for me. So if you're wondering what the heck I'm doing, that's what I'm doing as I'm hitting the camera over and over and over again. Okay, let's do this side. These ready. Oh, I could do the front. Let's do the front. I already have those glued together. See, that's too close. And with this, you don't need hardly any glue. Just a little bead. I'm barely even, if that, squeezing my bottle. I don't want that to seep out. It's still going to, but isn't this cute? I really do like using score tape more just because it attaches faster. But it's faster to glue because score tape takes a lot of extra time. It's so cute already. Okay, now we're going to do the other side. I got my little things ready here. So typically what I do is look for kind of where it is on the other side. So even if it wasn't centered, they're the same. So that's what I was doing there. I really hope you guys like this project. I was very proud of myself coming up with this little cutie. And like I said, it could just be a mini album, and then you just add photo mats instead of a gift card. Nope, I want that one. I want this one. So I always do my albums where I use my repositional glue gun that I got from Country Craft Creations. That way, I mean, it helps eliminate a lot of mistakes, and then I can see where I have all my papers like together, because I am really weird with, I'm not the one who could just, I want to just one time do a video that I can just close my eyes, and whatever paper I pick, I'm going to put it down from that collection. Because I know what they say, that they're all made to work together. It's just, I don't know, I have issues, it hurts my eyes. And I'm only saying, like, when I do it, like, I see a lot of people's projects where they're able to do it, and it's so cute. I can't do that. I can't just put, like, 5 colors on one spot. Okay. Whoopie-doopie-doopie-doo. Just making sure it's on there as I'm shaking everything. Okay, magnet time. So I'm pretty sure I put this one doesn't have it on there. I'm gonna have to put some glue on this one. Which way do I want these to go? I feel like this is gonna stick weird, but we'll soon find out. I need to add a little bit of tape to this one. I'm sorry, I'm just like in slow motion right now. Just chilling. I got my Christmas tree up. That's also what took me so long to do this, because I was like, oh my gosh, it's December, why is my tree not up? And I had time to do it. So I finally got that up. My husband went to church. I was like, oh, let me hurry up, because I hate hearing him when all the mess comes out. So he was gone for 2 hours. I did it all in 2 hours. Boom chakalaka. Oh, and so again, this could be just a scrap project, but I did cut into a brand new one because I love these little cut aparts. But the 8x8, the cut aparts weren't, those were regular from a 12x12, but the rest of it was just like, I think two sheets, because I wanted the patterns of it was either 2 or 3 at the most, 8x8s. Because this book is only 4 inches tall, so it was perfect. You do not need a lot of paper for this. Look how cute he is. It's a cute fat Santa. So cute. Cute, cute, cute. Okay. Now let's do this side here, which I have this. So I literally just took like an 8x8, cut it to, you know, I think it was 3 3/4 for the height. and then just went across until I got like all the things. Like this was the rest of this, I think. Yeah, there you go. So I cut this down, got what I wanted. You know, just look at your images and cut what you want if you're not using scraps. If you're using scraps, you just go with whatever's there. Okay. So this is just the gist of it. Just wanted to show you guys first how to do like the magnets, get it on there. And all I'm doing is like this is, what is this? I think these are 2.5, the flaps. They're 2.5. So then my red is 1 7/8 by 3 7/8. And then my decorative printed paper is 2 1/4. Let's see. Yep, 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. No, 3 3/4. So I just 1/8 cut is what I do, what I like. Look how cute that is. Oh my goodness gracious. So cute. Okay, so again, you don't have to do the punch, but if you do, I mean, literally there's so many different ways you could do it. You can measure everything. So I first cut my piece as if I don't have that hole punch in there, that thumb hole. So if these are 2 inches, which they are, and I did not mat the pockets, I was like, no, I'm not doing all that. So these are, oh, because we took a sliver off. So they're a little bit less than 2 inches. So then I made these like 2 7/8. Yeah. But dry fit, dry fit, dry fit. So this piece is going to go here. So it's going to go just like that. And again, I dry fit. But how I do, I just, so I don't know if you guys can see. But basically, I center this on the back. And I'm sure there's much better ways to do this. This is just what was easiest for me at the time. Again, because I'm lazy. And I drew my little circle. And then I took my 1 1/4 inch punch, which isn't totally even, and that's fine. But I just come in and I go a little bit above, and then I make sure I'm just even on the sides because this is a little bit wider, which is what I like. Now, oh, I just did that on the wrong side. Did I? Oh gosh, that scared me. No, I didn't. Okay, so it'll look like that. Can you guys see? So that's how I did all these, and I can glue some of them down with you guys. I know sometimes you guys like to see me put like the paper on there. I don't know if you guys like it all the time, but I'll just show you some of this because I do have it already cut. So again, I'm just eyeballing where I want it. A little gingy. Oh, let me show you another thing that I did as a boo-boo, but I fixed it. Okay, so I had the deer. Where's the deer? Did I already pull that out? Oh, no. Okay, so I had the deer first on this side. And I went and cut it. I cut the hole. You can't see it, but I cut it. And then it cut off half the face. I was like, oh, that's not going to work because I need my little critter. So I just taped. Can you guys see the tape? I can't tell. Right there. I just taped that sucker right back together, punched it on the other side, and we are good to go. I think that's going to go in here. Since I grabbed it, I might as well stick it down. I just wanted to show you, you know, I've shown this before. I do this. I don't care. There's no shame in my game. Anyone looking that close anyways, go for it. Go for it. I just think this paper is so cute. I'm so glad I got it. I do kind of wish I got more, but I need to slow my roll. Okay, we're going to put this one on. Did I ink this one? Oh, I didn't ink around the hole. I know that. So let's do that real quick before we stick it on there. I have a little bit left on my... And there we go. Stick that down. Now I will say, I don't necessarily like it when the gift cards don't match. And you could also, oh, let me show you something you also could do with the page. If you don't like it like this, you could just cut out. Again, this was me playing around, so this does not match. But you can cut out a piece, like this piece is 2 3/4 by 4. And you could glue it together like that, and you could have a double pocket. And then you could turn it over and have pictures, or if you want to open this up and not see a gift card right away, you can glue it on just 3 sides, but do it on this part. You know, have it like that, and that could be a photo, and then they turn it over, and ooh, gift card, and something else could be in there. So that's just an option for you too, if you want to do something a little more fun. Okay, and I think I had this one next. It's upside down, but it's fine. I probably grabbed the wrong ones. Doesn't matter. It's plaid. It's plaid. So these are not all going to be perfect. You can make them perfect if you want to. But again, sometimes I just like easy. Nobody's looking at those details except us. This was a continuation of the deer. So you could do that too, where you have just a full spread, like a layout going all the way through. And then you guys will have to wait for the next video to see the cover. The cutie patootie I'm going to put on there. And I do the ribbon the same way I did the ribbon pulls, where I just, you know, glue it down and call it good. So that's what that looks like. And then our last one is the plaid again. I don't know why my IKEA table shakes, but no one else's does. Everyone has IKEA tables in their craft rooms. But mine has issues. Maybe it's my camera stand. I have multiple camera stands. Did I switch these up at some point? I don't know. Okay, so there is that one. Like I said, you could put money in these. Let's open this up, and once you kind of keep putting stuff, it opens up a little bit more. But you could put money like that. You could put it in like that. You could put it in like this. Let them see it. But there you guys go. I really hope that you liked this tutorial and the project. And if you make this and you're on Instagram, tag me so I can see. I love seeing everybody's takes on, you know, like my tutorials and stuff. So definitely tag me, but on Instagram, I'm Let's Get Scrappy 1. And I only did that because somebody else was Let's Get Scrappy, even though the person said I could take it. Yeah, maybe that was Etsy. I don't even know. But there you guys go. So you'll have to stay tuned for the next video that will showcase the cover and hopefully the finishing of the other one. So stay tuned for that, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like this video, please give your girl a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please press that subscription button as well as the notification bell so you can get notified every time I upload a project share and or a tutorial. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.